Hi, Assalamualaikum. We are from Group C. We would like to present about a misleading housing project sale brochure case study at Taman Keluang Perdana Parkland, double story semi-D, Keluang, Johor. This is our group members. Taman Keluang Perdana Parkland is located at Taman Keluang, Johor. The developer is Parkland Group and the development of the house is double story semi-D. As we can see, this is site location for Taman Keluang Perdana. Near of the houses have a lot of convenience such as Target Supermarket, petrol kiosk, stadium, swimming pool, clinic, coffee shop and KPJ Keluang Specialist Hospital. Apart from that, there are also a few schools nearby the houses which is Seri Jobli International School, Sekolah Kebangsaan Suri Taman Keluang Barat and SJKC Chiao Min. While this is floor plan for the house, which is for floor 1, there are living room, dining area, kitchen, 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. For floor 2, there are families bonding area, master bedroom and there are another 2 toilet and 2 bedroom.
Did you know that a delay or abandoned housing project is an absolute nightmare for any home buyers? No consumer will want to deal with a delayed property, which they will have to start servicing the home loan once the housing loan agreement kicks in. Therefore, the developer of the housing project should follow the Ministry of the Local Government Development of Malaysia, which is known as KPKT guidelines and requirements in the sale brochure, in order to convince the consumer to buy their property. Me, Muhammad Mukmi, will show whether the sale brochure of this housing development project follow the guidelines of the KPKT or not. Based on the sale brochure, the requirements and the guidelines have been nicely included accordingly. As we can see here, the size area of the building has been shown in the first page of the brochure. And then, we can see here that the sale brochure also tells the consumers and the readers the land status, which is the type of the land status is freehold. And then the housing developer's license and expiry date, also the sale permit and the expiry date has been located in the bottom page of the brochure. So far, we can see that this sale brochure follows the guidelines. Then, the location description also must be included in the sale brochure to help the consumers to make a decision to buy their property and convince the buyers. The second page of the brochure has shown that the name and address of the licensed housing developer. So these are one of the requirements that must be followed too. And then the spec of the buildings and the amenities also must be presented in the sale brochure. We can see here that in the second page of the brochure, those requirements have been shown, which are important for the buyers to know more about the details regarding the house. So far, the sale brochure has obeyed the guidelines properly.
For the next part, for KPKT requirement, is the name of housing project, which is Keluang Perdana Johor. The expected completion is on April 2024. The selling price of the house is from 700,000 and 400 to 1,168,100. The number of units that is available for sale is 124 units. The reference number of approved building plan is MPK/599/300/6/12/20 and 21. The name of the local authority is Majlis Perbadaran Keluang. All of this information can be found at the bottom of the brochure. The information could be displayed bigger on the brochure as it is too small for the customer or client to read the information on the brochure.
Next, I will explain on the developer issues and experience. Firstly is on the construction phase. There are two issues founded in construction phase, which are construction delay due to unpredictable weather. Heavy rain will cause flash flood at the construction site area that cause the delay in the construction area. Next, there are also delay in construction site due to the plant and machinery failure. According to Encik Rosli, the use of machinery is more than manpower. They are using aluminium formwork instead of RC formwork, so they need a lot of machinery more than human. Due to the failure of the machinery, the construction process cannot be done and it will cause delay. Next is on the waste management. The appointed contractor are required to provide the temporary waste disposal bin on the construction site. They also have the officer from Department of Environment to monitor and give approval on the waste issue and management on the construction site. Next is sales and marketing. According to marketing and sales officer, due to the post-COVID-19, the raw material in construction areas has slightly increased. That caused the price increase every year. Since the government has increased the OPR rate, the buyer has difficulty to make loan and can cause the housing development project abandoned. Lastly is on the safety and security at the construction site. As mentioned above, the housing development are using the aluminium formwork as the framework of each houses that being built. So the aluminium materials can easily be stored due to the lack of security system on the construction site.
There are many effects of the misleading use of sale brochures to buyers. Some of the effect is: first is erroneous expectation. Buyers may have unrealistic expectation if the product's characteristics, advantages or performance are exaggerated in the brochure. When the buyer realizes that reality does not match the claims made in the brochure, this might result in disappointment and discontent. Second is waste both time and money. They might buy a product based on what the brochure says, only to find out that it doesn't deliver the value or benefits that were promised. For the buyer, this may mean financial losses and frustration. Next is trust loss. In the future, they might be dubious of the same company's marketing efforts. In order to develop a long-term relationship with a customer, trust must be a key component of any commercial partnership. A false sales brochures might undermine that trust. The last one is effects on the law. Advertising that is deceptive or false can be considered misleading, and this is prohibited in many places. A buyer who believes they have been purposefully misled by a sales brochure may file a lawsuit against the vendor and demand payment for any harm they have suffered.